Sound check. Test, test, test. Yeah, is the sound good? Is it loud enough? Do I need to turn it up? Does it need turned up? Does it need turned up? I don't care. Good afternoon. Welcome to game one for the Hatters for a country western showdown. Turn it up. It's good. This will be the third meeting between our Atlanta Mad Hatters and the Pensacola Junior Ice Flyers this tournament season. Just to apologize in advance, we're kind of in a smaller arena. I'm down on ice level this time, so we're getting all of the echoing. So please bear with me with whatever you've got for sound quality, and we'll go from there. We've got 18 seconds remaining on the warm-up with the Atlanta Mad Hatters to my right in their away green, and the Ice Flyers to my left in their home blue. And that is the end of warm-up buzzer. scheduled puck drop is 4:15, but we will take 10-minute early start as we will likely fall behind at some point during this tournament. So the referees blow the first whistles, bring in the face-off. For the Hatters starting, we have Crichton, AC, Miller, Wells, and Moore at the blue line with Dalen, Carroll in between the pipes. Flyers take control of the open face-off, shot from outside, off the side of the net. Crichton picks up the puck, carries it through over the blue line, centers to AC. AC wide, shot blocked off of the Flyer, tripped in the corner, centering pass. AC plays it down. They're gonna whistle for a high stick. And then bring the face off to the Hatters defensive zone. Hatters change offensively. McNally, Puckett, and Bernardo as the forwards. Flyers win the faceoff back. They hold the blue line. Bernardo, oh, and they can't keep it in. Puckett on the forecheck. Flyers chip it in. Moore dumps it back out. Contact at the center line. Bernardo picks up loose puck, skates through, loses his handle. Puck rolls into the corner. Puckett picks up behind, dinks around, short wrister, block, save. Another shot, I missed. Try to get myself in line here for the start. Keeper holds and freezes. Face-off wing back for the Hatters. Cashloffer sends it across to Adams. Adams pins a Flyer into the board shot. Sticked away. Kahlo holds the puck at the blue line. Ridley comes in for support. Flyers dig it free. Chip it up the ice. Hand is up, and it will be icing. Restart coming in the Flyers defensive zone to the keeper's stick side. Kahlo, Cashloffer defensively. Face-off win for Crichton. Back to Cashloffer. Shot blocked in the middle. Follow-up shot from AC is gloved and held. It was a good setup for the Hatters on there. Face-off wins for Crichton again. Miller pokes it wide of the net, chases it into the corner. Flyers dink it off the wall. Cashloffer's able to hold. Kahlo delays. Forces the puck wide. AC into the corner. Flyers hold the zone, send it in. Kahlo chips it out. We have a check coming in from the Flyers and AC, who takes it free. Miller carries it in, takes it out wide, loses his skate, sends it to the net, off the side of the net, flex back. Puck is still in the Flyer zone. Comes back to blue line, Crichton skates it through, drops it for Rubino. Shot from Rubino, blocked from the Flyer. Puck sent up. Dumped in by Crichton, who loses an edge. And we're gonna have a line change for the Hatters. Moore on the delay, Crichton on the back check. We have a whistle from the referee, but unsure. Oh, we're gonna have too many men on the ice. Too many men on the ice is the call. We're going to have a Flyers power play. to Carroll's left to his glove side. Looks like Crichton will be serving the bench penalty. On ice for the penalty kill. Face-off win from Flyers. Shot, save from Carroll. Rubino clears, but the hand is up for icing. .9:58 remaining in the first. 1:18 left on the penalty kill for the Hatters. On ice, Puckett, Bernardo, McNally, and Rubino. Face-off win, forced out. Puck is dumped free of the zone by Rubino. Flyers regain control. McNally takes it free for the shorthanded chance. Flyers stick it back up the wall. We got delay from Bernardo. Back check from Puckett. McNally carries it out. Puckett picks up a loose puck for a shorthanded set. We have a collision behind the net. Bernardo holds the blue line, but they're able to clear the zone. It's getting a little chippy here early. It's not unusual for these two. 30 seconds remaining. Hatters not able to clear the zone. Stick check from Bernardo, dispossesses, centering pass, shot, goal for Pensacola. So at 9:07 remaining in the first. Ice Flyers are up 1. That clears the penalty for the Hatters. Ridley chips the puck in deep. Devaney pursues around. Flyers are going to skate it out for the clear. They clear the zone. Wells chases it in. The hand is up. Icing is the call. Face-off restart. Coming to the Flyers' stick side. On ice for the Hatters. Wells casts off at the blue line. Devaney, Ridley, and Adams offensively. Wells shot from distance. Shot from Devaney and gloved. Hatters are going to change it up offensively. AC Crichton and Miller on the ice. Face-off win for the Flyers out to the board. Cash off for chases. Hatters aren't able to hold the zone, but it gets dumped out. Icing is waved off. AC picks up the loose puck. Centering pass to Crichton. Sticked away, but Miller picks it up and dumps it in deep. AC's going to put forward around the corner. He chases it in. Takes contact in, sticked away by the keeper out to the point. Wells shot, bounce, block, save, follow up from Miller. Not able to clean up the trash. Wells' shot rebounded out. Miller had 2 that went back off the blocker. Full line change, shot, goal for Puckett. From my angle, that looked like that was all Puckett on his own with the face-off win, the step out, and then the quick wrist shot into the top left corner, stick side on the keeper. Evening the score, 1-1. With 7:52 remaining in the period. Face-off win forward for Puckett. He forces his way through again. Puck is loose. Squirts 3. Hollow isn't able to hold the zone. Flyers pick up the loose puck as he misplays. Flyers send it in. Puckett picks it up in the corner, sends it up the wall, but it's held. Dumped back into the corner. Puck is loose, sent up just wide of a flyer. McNally and Bernard are on their horse. Flyers pick it up, puck it intercepts, waits for him to clear the zone, dumps it in deep. Hatters are all onside. McNally chases it into the corner. She tucks it back in. Bernardo's got a free. Hatters are in a line change. Bernardo's still holding it in the corner. Goes out to Kahlo. Kahlo shot off of Bernardo's skate, off the glass. Flyers with the chance to clear. They send it in the center. Kahlo sends it in deep. Everything is waved off. No icing, no offside. Bernardo picks up the puck at the corner, dinks it behind his back. Gets shot up the wall. Collision at the wall. Devaney, backhand centering pass, but nobody's home. Flyers have the free shot. They send it in. Goes off the stick. Shot, bouncing, bounces through, gets stuck in Carroll's. Puck got stuck in Carroll's blocker, causing him to have to hold. So we'll have a face-off restart to his glove side. Face-off into the wall. Sent out by Devaney. That was Ridley with the face-off win. Flyers send it in. Rubino picks it up. He pushes it center, but the wings are not out there yet. We're going to have a conclusion here. And we're going to have a whistle. And the whistle's going to be offside on the Flyers. Hatters are going to change up their lines. Let some cooler heads prevail. On ice, Miller, Crichton, AC, Rubino, Wells. Crichton with face-off win. Miller tries to send it up. It gets blocked and sent into the corner. Miller back to the point. Shot from Rubino. Blocked and wide. Puck is loose behind the net. Shot from Crichton. Pick up loose puck. Center. And it goes right into the breadbasket of the Flyers keeper, who holds and freezes. Defensive change for the Hatters. Cashoffer and Moore on ice now. Crichton face-off win forward, centering pass just behind Miller. Crichton with the stick reach, knocks the puck free and then holds it in the zone, and then the Flyers are able to stick it away. Crichton lost his feet. Cashoffer with a swipe, keep the puck out of the zone. Crichton, Miller with the forecheck. Intercepted with Moore. And we're going to have the puck flipped into the bench. Contact is getting them heavy. If we were playing at higher levels, we'd say the old Stripes was letting the kids play. Offensive change for the Hatters. Bernardo, Puckett, McNally line. Flyers try to chip it up. There's the center and pass, but Moore gets back. Puckett dinks it free. Bernardo with the stick check keeps the puck from going in cleanly. Flyers send it in deep, and we're going to have check in the short wall. Cashoffer holds pressuring on there. He's going to pursue deep. Moore picks up the loose puck, flips it clear. It's touched by Flyers and Hatters, so no icing. Bernardo holds the puck in the zone. Shot over the net, up high. Sent back in by Kahlo. Puck is loose against the wall. It squirts free. Kahlo chases, centering pass. McNally picks up the loose puck in neutral ice. Bernardo pursues, he sends it up the wall. Rubino picks up the puck off the wall, up to Bernardo. Bernardo carries it in, turns it hard, sends it wide to McNally. McNally, correction, not McNally, Adams. There was a position change that I missed there. Ridley sends it up to ice to Rubino, picks it up along the wall. Centering pass, makes its way through. Adams picks up the puck behind. Flyers are going to clear the zone. Kahlo, aware of his surroundings, sends it back out. Icing is waved off as the Flyers touch it up. They send it off the near wall, neutral ice, loses the handle. Rubino gets it out. Devaney carries it up. Centering pass across the ice to Adams. Adams plays it off the wall. Flyer loses his feet. Ridley carries it back, tips it behind the net. Devaney plays it up. Centering clear. Intercepted by the Hatters. And we're going to have offside as Devaney did not clear the zone before Adams re-entered. 2:37 remaining in the first. Face-off coming in front of the Flyers bench, far side. Face-off lane forward for the Flyers, but the Hatters recover. AC picks up the loose puck, carries it in. Using that elbow and shoulder, makes some space. Backhander attempted into the center, is blocked. Centering clear. Centering pass goes between the Hatters' legs and makes its way out to Porter. Miller carries it in the zone, tries for a dink around, still gains possession, sends it out wide to AC. AC shot low hard off the side of the net, bounces back out to the point. Flyers are going to clear. AC on the forecheck. Miller picks up a loose puck at neutral ice, forcing a freeze and a face-off to his glove side. On ice, Bernardo, Puckett, McNally, Kahlo, Kashelhofer. Puckett wins a face-off out to Bernardo. Bernardo plays it back to Kahlo. Kahlo's shot is blocked off a couple Flyer sticks. Puckett plays in the corner. McNally for a backup. Puckett kicks it through. He's carrying two. Loses an edge. Kashelhofer deflects it off his stick, but the zone is clear, so he's going to send it back in. We've got a great delay for that. And the hand is up. And we're going to have Puckett whistle for roughing. And a Flyer is going to get away with a slash, which is what the coach is yelling at his player out here.
They're not open at all, Phil. Good job, Pete.
We're going to have a discussion here as the Flyers go on the power play with 40 seconds remaining in the first. On the penalty kill, Kashelhofer tries to clear the zone, gets held by the Flyers. Sent wide, but it bounces off of the shin guard and stays in the zone. Bernardo with the stick, forces it up to the blue line, but it squirts free. Flyers, centering pass. Puck is going to bounce free as Kahlo got intercepted on the clear. Kahlo again, chipped free by McNally and out of the zone. 7 seconds remaining. Puck hits high off the glass. Kashloffer picks up the puck, carries it around. There's going to be contact in the back. And at the end of one, we have 1-1 tie to start the second. It will be the Flyers on a power play for the first 50 seconds. All right, we're back for the start of 2. Puckett still in the box for 50 more seconds, so Hatters will start on the penalty kill. Adams with the face-off wing back, picked up by Devaney. Devaney gets a stick check away, loses his handle. Wells loses an edge, shot over Carroll's stick side. From in between the hash marks.
Let's go, Pete!
So 15 seconds into the second, Hatters find themselves down 1. On ice for the Hatters, Miller, Crichton, AC, Wells, and Kashloffer. Hatters control the face-off. Kashloffer tips it up forward for AC. AC hard in and around. It's a forehand, backhand, sticked away. Kashloffer sends it wide. Puck is loose in the center. It's going to be picked up by a Flyer. Wells forces it out, centering pass, sticked away from Kashloffer. Kashloffer with a body stop. Some extracurricular activity there at the end. The Flyer went in twice with the stick after the whistle. Offensive line change for the Hatters. Puckett, McNally, Bernardo on. Face-off win for Puckett, back to Kashloffer. He chips it out of the zone. Bernardo in pursuit. Loses his footing. Flyers recover. McNally forces it around, shot across. Kashloffer chases into the corner. He picks up the loose puck, skates it free of the zone. Contact, Kashloffer gets it across the Puckett. Puckett carries it in. Kashloffer goes with him. Puckett sends the centering pass to McNally. McNally can't quite handle it. Shot blocks from McNally. Carries it around all by herself. She's going to carry it all the way into the zone. Puckett and Bernardo shot, glove save. For the Flyers. Hatters offensively, Adams, Ridley, Devaney. with Moore and Rubino at the blue line. Hatters still hold the puck as in. Shot from Devaney. Just wide of the net. Contact. Adams drops to Rubino. Rubino sends it up the wall. It squirts its way back in behind. Ridley is tied up. Rubino picks up the puck, chips it out, but it's held by the Flyers. Shot is blocked off of a Hatter that I could not pick out. Loose puck out to the blue line, picked up by Devaney, sends it across to Adams. Adams takes it into zone, reverses direction, holds the line, chips it forward to Devaney, off of Devaney's skate. The Flyers and we're going to have offset simultaneous penalties. Let's see what the washout or fallout is from this. If we're going to play 5-on-5, if it's going to be 4-on-4. I think he signaled 5-on-5. He did. Yeah, 5-on-5 hockey. We're going to have McNally, Puckett, Bernardo, Adams, and Wells. So no power play here, just two in the box. Puck is chipped over the glass and into the Hatters bench. So we'll have a neutral zone restart in front of the Flyers bench. 10 minutes remaining in the second. Face-off controlled by the Hatters. Adams sends it up to Bernardo, plays it off his skate, carries it in, dinks into the center, shot, forehand, backhand. McNally on the follow-up off of pad, and it's cleared out. Bernardo on the back check, able to clear the zone, keeps his feet. A high shot on Bernardo, arms extended. Hand is up on the Flyers send in. They were just short of the red line, so we'll have icing. With the restart coming to the Flyers keeper's glove side. Full line change for the Hatters. Moore catch off of the blue line. Crichton in center, AC and Miller on the wings. Face off wing for Crichton, sends it out to Miller. Miller gets it back to Crichton. Wrap around the champ. AC off the keeper, centering pass. Moore blocks the shot wide. Puck goes up off of AC's skate and into the net. Catch off, the puck sends it back around the wall. AC not able to clear it out. Flyers send it back in again. Crichton gets there first, carries it up the wall. He's going to send it off the wall. Goes off the wall to Miller. It's tipped into the zone by Miller. Miller chases. Miller blocks with his body, carries it in.
Good job, Wes!
Referees are going to have to be mindful. And some things happen in front of the net. Full line change for the Hatters. Face-off goes out to Rubino. His shot is blocked. Devaney chases. And Rubino holds. Rubino is still holding. And the puck stays in the Hatters' offensive zone. Hollow picks it clean, centering pass. Devaney not able to handle it. Flyers pick it free. Devaney with some back pressure. Puck floats into the Flyers zone. Hollow in pursuit. Flyers get it clear. Rubino chases. Rubino's clear is off of a Flyers skate. Devaney touches the puck. Bernardo on the ice now. And the Hatters not able to hold the line. Whistle for offside. Restart should become a neutral zone. In front of the Hatters bench near side. Here. Puck at Bernardo McNally. Moore and Wells on the ice for the Hatters. Puckett with a Flyers control the face-off. Shot from distance goes wide. Moore blocks the shot in, goes behind the net. Puckett picks it up, sends it off the wall. Sent back in deep by the Flyers. Moore in pursuit. Contact, clear, dislodges the puck. McNally gets it up to Puckett. Puckett forces his way through two sticks. Dinks inside. Still has the puck. It's loose in front and off of the pad. Flyers send out the point. Ian Moore, shot goes off of the stick. Goes off of a Hatter stick into the corner. Bernardo has it free. Flyers send it to the near wall. Moore on pursuit. Holds in. Clear, center and clear from the Flyers. Wells picks it up, sends it in. Sent back out. No icing, no offside because they say the Hatter touched it. Moore sends it up to McNally. McNally tips it in the center. It bounces under a stick. Crichton picks it up in the center. Contact in the corner. Centering pass goes off a skate and just barely. Keeper just barely sees it as it's coming through. .55 remaining in the second. 2-1 Pensacola. Line change for the Hatters. Crichton, AC, Miller, Cashloffer, Adams. Cashloffer gets the pass back off the face-off win. Centering pass from AC is blocked by a Flyer stick. Miller forces his way through. Crichton holds the puck. Hatters collision between Miller and Crichton. AC gets back on the back check, chips it free, bounces free. Miller sticks it around. Centering clear, blocked off of Crichton, goes off the stick, just wide. Sends it back out in the middle. Shot from distance, still free. Cashloffer shot high, blocked off the body. And we're going to have a Hatters power play. Initial indications are a trip. I lost count of how many shots went on net in that series, but I'm certain every Hatter on the ice had a shot. in that scramble. So with 4:58 remaining in the second, Hatters go on a penalty on a power play for a minute and a half. They control the face-off shot from distance. Bernardo off of that Flyer stick. Miller pursues, sends it out to Bernardo in the slot. Shot from distance, gloved and held.
Go, Wes!
11 seconds came off the clock in that series. Flyers control the face-off, working for a short-handed attempt. Wells forced into the corner, shot wide. Hatters clear it out. And the Hatters are going to get whistled for icing. Face-off will come to Carroll's stick side. And on comes the second shift of the power play for the Hatters. AC Crichton, Miller, McNally, Moore. Crichton face-off went out to AC. AC they carried up the wall, centering past McNally. McNally skates it in, shoots it in, gloves away from the Flyers keeper, and a hold for a restart. It should come to his stick side. Moore, shot from point, goes off of the blade. Crichton intercepts the clear, goes into the corner, centering pass. One-timer attempt is off of the stick. And the Hatters on the back check on the short-handed attempt. Centering clear, intercepted by the Flyers.
Hey, Joe!
Clear, intercepted by AC. AC shot off skates, is free in front of the net. 9 seconds remaining on the power play for the Hatters. 3:37 in the second. 2-1 still, Flyers. Miller sends it out to Kashoff at the point. Kashoff loses his handle. Puckett picks up the loose puck in the center. Puckett sends it across. Flyers back in. Wells sends it up. Bernardo shot wide. Off the wall, shot again. It's underneath. Puck got stuck underneath the pads. Wells holds it clear from the Flyers. Flyers send it hard around the net. Kashoff to the wall. Skips around him. It's going to go all the way down. Icing is waved off. Wells sends it up. Ridley plays it into the corner. Chases. Goes straight up. Centering pass goes off of the Flyer skate. Devaney gets a stick on the clear. Kashoff it. We're going to have a high stick on Ridley, so the Flyers are going to go back on a power play. 2:22 remaining in the second. Penalty kill for the Hatters. Puckett, McNally, Bernardo, Rubino. Flyers control the face-off, send it in deep after it makes its way out to the point. Rubino picks up the puck off the wall. Sent in behind the net from the Flyers. Bernardo in pursuit. Collision. Puckett chips it up the wall. No icing. Puckett carries it in. Gets off, goes off the wall. Rubino tries to hold, but it goes around his stick. Shot, save, Carroll, glove side. 1:45 remaining in the second. Flyers control the face-off, goes out to the point, sent in, blocked by Hatters. Paulo stick checks the puck to the wall. Center from the Flyers, nobody's home. Bernardo misplays. Shot from the Flyers off of Carroll's glove. Bernardo clears it out. AC picks up the loose puck and neutral ice, skates it in hard, sticked away, hand goes up. Hand goes up, we're going to have the Hatters going on the power play after 26 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Hall is hooking. So 4-on-4 hockey for 60 seconds. Sorry, 26 seconds. Hatters are going to field Bernardo, Wells, AC, and Kahlo. Face off win to Kahlo. Puck still squirts free to the Flyers. Bernardo holds the puck in. 15 seconds on the 4-on-4. We're going to have the hand go up again. And we're going to get called for roughing as the Flyer player extended his arm on the check. So 11 seconds of 4-on-3 hockey for the Hatters, at which point they will go to 5-on-3. Officially, Hatters have the power play at this point. AC forces it off the puck, centering pass. Bernardo holds it in zone. Still holds shot, high, wide. Floats free off the glass. AC with the backhand off the side of the net. Now, Hatters 5-on-3 advantage. It's going to bounce through, wide of the net. Hand should be up. Hand is not up. They're going to say it was tipped, apparently, by a Hatter. And now we're going to have icing. .22 seconds remaining in the second. Hatters on a 2-man advantage. On ice for the Hatters. Puckett, McNally, Bernardo, Adams, Moore. Face-off win goes out to Bernardo. Bernardo skates it up, takes it around, carries it on his own, takes it out wide. Puckett streaks for the net, shot off of the pad. Bernardo sends it out to Moore, Moore shot. Adams is back. The buzzer is going to blow, and we're going to have a shot after the whistle. So at the end of 2, Pensacola's up 2-1. Hatters will start the third on a 2-man advantage for 12 seconds, and then 5-on-4 hockey for 27 seconds.
So they can hear you on TV though, watching the game? Damn. That's pretty cool.
All right, start of the third. 5-on-3 hockey for the Hatters for 10 seconds remaining. And then they'll have 20 seconds. We're going to have a hook as the hand goes up on Adams. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 10 seconds. And then the Flyers will go on the power play. On the ice for the Hatters, we have Bernardo, Puckett, Wells, and Cash Offer. Face off win to the wall for Puckett. Puckett fights his way around stripes. Flyers hold it in. Wells blocks the shot. Cash Offer gets it to the wall. Bernardo clears. Puckett working hard on the forecheck, but misses his stroke. Shot, glove save, Carroll. And with that, the Flyers should be on the power play, and they are. 5-on-4. Centering pass, missed by Puckett. Wells blocks the shot wide. Backhanded chip, squirts behind the net. Cash Offer drives into the far corner. Centering pass off Cash Offer's skate. Bounce behind the net. Centering pass blocked by Wells. Wells loses his footing. Cash Offer chases, backhands it. Jace gets his stick lifted. Wells stops the center. Puckett picks up a loose puck, skates it clear of the zone to the wall. Loses his edge going in, but Bernardo picks up the puck. Shot off the crossbar, ends up on Puckett's stick. Puck bounces over Wells' stick. They send it back. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Puck gets sent in, hand goes up. We're going to have icing with 9 seconds remaining on the power play, and the face-off restart coming into the Flyers keeper's stick side. Hatters control the face-off. And that's going to be the end of the power play. Rubino sends it in deep. Adams is out of the box. Crichton comes onto the ice. Hand goes up again. We're going to have a hook, but I can't tell who the hooking call is on. Flyers are going to go back up on the power play. 5 seconds after for a hook. Keep going. Shot, glove save from Carroll. Well executed play out to the wall. Puck goes behind the net. Centering pass blocked, still centered. Crichton chases it into the wall. Pin a flyer in. Crichton picks up the loose puck, gives it loose, takes it up the ice. Short-handed chance, carries it in. 2-on-1, puck is chipped out. No icing. Moore picks it up, sends it out for Rubino. Rubino holds. Rubino clears the zone out to center ice. Crichton picks up a puck off the skate. We're going to have a one-on-one shot. Beautiful save. Glove side save from the Flyers keeper to maintain the lead. Flyers are still on the face-off, or still on the power play. Paulo holds it in the zone, shoots in deep, off of a kick save. Hatters hold the zone. We're gonna have a collision just outside of the hash marks. Flyers send it up the wall. Wells not able to hold the zone, but recovers the puck, sends it in. Hatters cleared themselves. Puckett, shot from distance, glove save. 8 seconds remaining on the Flyers power play, but the Hatters have killed off most of it in the Flyers zone. 9:45 remaining in the second. 8 seconds on power play. On ice, Bernardo, Puckett, Wells, and Kahlo. Puck squirts free of the zone. Wells is going to recover. Got AC coming out of the box. McNally coming on the ice. Centering pass, misses. Kahlo picks it up and sends it. Can't play it at where he's a centering pass. Shot. Goal. That is going to be Bernardo on the goal with McNally, Kahlo on the assist. stick with the current line. Flyers not able to clear the zone. McNally holds it in, carries it in the corner, uses her body to keep the puck, control the puck, and then finally loses it. Puckett picks it up behind the net. Backhands to McNally. McNally, shot on goal, stick save. Tips in wide. Puckett fighting off two of them. Squirts in front. Backhand for Bernardo, just goes wide. Sends it back to Puckett behind the net. Sends it out to McNally, but off the skate. Shot from McNally, glove save. And now the Hatters are going to do a full change up. So it puts off like a win. And they'll send scripts to the parents so their kids is playing.
Oh, wow. That sounds like Epstein.
On ice for the Hatters, we have Ridley, Devaney, Cashloffer. Cashloffer holds it in the zone somehow on the bounce. Adams does a great job either getting the man or the puck. Cashloffer loses the handle behind the net. The Flyers keep carrying it up the board. AC clears the zone. Contact at the circle. Devaney chasing on the forecheck, off the boards. Cashloffer not able. And we're going to have a strong check from AC in retaliation from what occurred on the clear. AC. Devaney not able. Ridley gets a stick on the puck. Cashloffer gets it out. Puck squirts free. Ridley chases in. We're going to have a check on the short wall into the corner of the glass. Cashloffer using his body. Devaney on the pursuit. Loses his stick. Who? Unsure what that penalty was on the Flyers. I think they called interference, but unless I got the wrong player, that guy was on the far side of the ice, all by himself. But regardless, the Hatters are going to go on the power play. First line power play is going to be Bernardo, Crichton, Miller, Rubino, and Moore. Crichton holds the puck to the blue line, skates around, sends it to Bernardo, blocked by a Flyer. Moore chips it back in for Bernardo, skates around, shot near side, short side. Puck is out. Stripes is going to go in and try and adjust the goal. Crichton shot low, hard, blocker, shot again for Bernardo. Crichton carries it in, shot wide, off of the Flyer stick. Bernardo sends it out to Moore. Moore sends it into the center. It hits Miller's stick. Blocked off of the Flyer stick. Deflects out to the line. Bernardo is going to get whistled for roughing as he extended his arm. So we're going to play 4-on-4 hockey for 40 seconds. Face-off should come down in the Hatters' defensive zone. And it will to Carroll's glove side, 4-on-4 hockey for 40 seconds, and then the Flyers will go on power play for 70 seconds. Correction, 50 seconds. Bad public knowledge. Flyers face off win, takes it around, deflects over the net, It's still loose to Carroll's glove side. Wells tips it up to McNally off of her skate. Puckett on pursuit, but it doesn't clear the zone. He tips it back in, but nobody's home. Wells gets back. Flyers squirt it through. Paulo gets a stick on it. McNally picks up the loose puck, skates it into the zone. Everything's safe, just off of Puckett's tape. Puckett dinks around, drives in hard, gets a free shot. Goes wide, shot from distance from Wells, off of a kick save. Back out to Wells. Wells shoots again, gonna be gloved this time. And the Hatters again are gonna do their best to kill off this penalty in the Flyers zone. 5:27 remaining in the game, 34 seconds on the Flyers power play. On ice, AC, Crichton, Cashoffer, and Moore. Crichton face-off win, sends it back out to AC. Cashoffer sends it D to Moore to Adams. Adams sends it in from distance, misses wide behind the net. AC with his hold, 20 seconds remaining. Puck is still there. Cashoffer not able to hold. Crichton loses an edge. AC in pursuit on the back check. We're gonna have a slash. And so we will have 9 seconds of 5-on-3 hockey, followed by another minute 30 of 5-on-4. Looks like the Flyers have called their timeout. Stripes blows his whistle for the end of the timeout. Coaches are, of course, going to try and stretch this out as long as they can. On ice for the Hatters, for the 5-on-3, we have Puckett, McNally, Adams for 9 seconds of 5-on-3. And Adams is going to be content just to chip that down the ice slowly for the icing call. Killed off 6 seconds. 3 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Shot blocked from Adams. Puck dies. McNally chips it free. And that's going to kill off the 5-on-3. Bernardo's back on the ice. Puckett sends it across. Picked up by Bernardo. Bernardo got on his horse. Puck is in the zone. He gets it stick checked away. Collision at the blue line. Adams with the stick check. Puckett clears the zone. So it's touched up by a Flyer. Chip back in. Puckett picks up at the Hatters blue line. Shot whiffs on the shot attempt. And we're going to have Whistle, hand goes up, 4-on-4 hockey. As the flyer came in high and hard, extending the arms for a roughing. And the call is roughing, so we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. The Flyers have too many men on the ice. .407 remaining. Lots of penalty minutes in this game. Hatters control. McNally with the stick lift. Pursues. Adams sends it up. It's going to be played by a Flyer, so no icing. Still 4-on-4 for 15 more seconds. Bernardo holds his own. McNally pursues. Comes back out to the line. Adams sends it straight line to red line. Hand goes up. We're going to have... Hand goes back down. No whistle. And we're going to have 5-on-4 Hatter power play hockey for 45 seconds. 3:20 remaining in the game. Bernardo not able to handle the puck. Loses it. Drops it to Adams. Adams up off the wall. Nobody touched it. And we're going to have icing with the restart coming back down to Carroll's glove side. 26 seconds remaining in the on the power play. 3:03 in the game. 2-2 tie. Crichton, face-off win, skates it through, thinks his way around, deciding he's going to take this one on his own, drops it to Miller. Miller loses his backhand, off, shot, another save, wide. Sorry, I did not turn the camera on that one. That was an incredible series there. Moore has broken a stick. Puck is clear. And we're going to be back to full-strength hockey. Oh, my goodness. Puck is tipped in. Goes off of Miller's skate. Perfect shot and pass. High for Crichton. Carson on the forecheck. Miller chases. It's going to be chipped in. We're going to have a whistle. Looks like it's offside. And restart's going to come all the way back to the neutral dot in front of the Flyers bench. 2:13 remaining in the game. 2-2 tie. On ice, Bernardo, Ridley, Devaney, Wells, and Kahlo. Puck is loose on the face-off. Flyers recover. Shot from distance, low and hard. Carroll saves and covers. Puck is going to die. Puck is going to die. Waved off. Flyers send it around. Bernardo covers at the wall. It's going to be 4-on-1 currently until the Hatters recover. Bernardo blocked. Carlo tries to hold. Wells forces him out. Puck goes off Wells' skate. Centering pass. Blocked by Wells. He gets it up to Bernardo. Bernardo touches it forward. Puck flips on end. 1:25 remaining. Puck comes in out of play. Line change for everybody. 1:23 remaining in the game. Let's turn off power play for everybody here. Face-off ends up at McNally's stick, shot, backhands in. Blocker save, off the blocker again. McNally gets a stick lifted, can't quite get tape on it. Cashloffer intercepts the clearing pass and holds him in. Jay stinks around. He'll break the clear, carries in, hard, shot, off of the keeper's glove, off the glass. Shot goes wide. And after all of that, Miller clears the zone and we're gonna have offside. 29 seconds remaining. Unsure what the call is for why the restart is coming all the way down. I thought it was going to be offside. But with 29.7 seconds remaining in the game, on ice. Hatter's going to play for the win as they pull the goalie. Shot on stick, save, 18.5. Coach Jason is going for the win, 18.5 seconds remaining. Hatters a man up on the ice as they pull the goalie. On ice, Bernardo, Cashloffer, Adams. Wraparound attempt, shot from distance. It's going to be off, icing. Just off net for the Flyers, 8.1 remaining. On ice still, Ace puck at Crichton, Bernardo, Cashloffer, Adams. Flyers face off win, they're gonna send it up the wall. They're going to clear the zone, forcing everybody out. And that's going to be the end of the game. So at the end of full time, we're going to have a 2-2 tie. Lots of excitement in this one for the Hatters. Not sure what the schedule is exactly. I want to say around 5 o'clock Central Time. Tomorrow is our game 2. The Hatters tonight will compete in the Country Western Skills Competition. Until then, well, have a good evening, good night, be safe, and we'll see you all tomorrow.